This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of those passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Turner. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous.
And it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fighting off the defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up third down. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kurt, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return, but an interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Makes the grab. Can he get there? He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up first and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Bringing it out. It's Turner. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They're going to scramble now. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
When he's got some space here. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. The Auburn offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down at 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Catch made over the middle. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Trying to get the throw off. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on third down. Brings up fourth. And out comes the field goal unit. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's pre-scoring. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Auburn offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, LSU. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Ncaa up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the important point after attempt. Ncaa is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now they get set to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Linebacker shifting around now. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He makes the grab. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Ncaa is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Auburn offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Boy, this quarterback's got to read. Second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The game makes it second and medium. It's a quarterback keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Oh, and a shootout developing.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point puts him in front by 1. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks like he's going to run it. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Good throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Offense looking to throw the ball. And they stop him short of the goal line. What a stand by this defense. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the 2nd quarter? He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Catch made wide open way downfield. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Using his legs, it's Turner. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT makes it an 8-point game.
That makes the score LSU 35.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch all alone back there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it near the end zone. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good, but they still trail by a point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer it before the break. This one will be fair caught. Just time enough for one more play in the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
And that's everything you want from a defense. They bring pressure. They, in fact, get to the quarterback. He's lucky he got that ball off. And then once he does get it off and it's completed, very often you'll see that go for a big play because the defense sold out. Here, they still have defenders in position to keep that to a short game.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback. In the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game.
That makes the score LSU 42, Auburn 37.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Catch made on the right side. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Direct snap to the back. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, LSU. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Looking to throw it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Extending the play now. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. Checks this down to the running back.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Makes a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. The momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score LSU.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Play action here on first down. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second and long now from their own 10. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. On the move, looking deep. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Hit just as he throws the ball. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, and that ball's not intercepted.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, LSU.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Ball handed off. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Over the middle and incomplete. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Back to throw again. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone on this possession. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Simmons.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Little. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. But the play loses yardage. A very tough second down coming up now. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal back at the 13. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. He's swarmed by the defense.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a long return, but the important thing to take wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget.